The Tortoise and the Hare. Trudy, the tortoise, was slow and steady. Everywhere she went, she walked one foot in front of the other. Hare was fast and sleek. He zipped from place to place faster than a streak. One day, as Trudy trudged along, one foot in front of the other, Hare stopped and watched how slowly she went. He began to laugh. "You're the slowest thing I have ever seen. I run faster than you in my sleep." Trudy didn't listen to the hare. She just trudged ahead. But Harry kept laughing at her and making jokes about her. Finally, Trudy had enough. "If you think I'm so slow, why don't we race?" Harry began laughing so hard, he began to hiccup. "I could beat you blindfolded. I could beat you with one leg tied behind my back." Trudy shook her head. "But could you beat me in a race?" Harry here looked hard at Trudy. "Anytime, anywhere." So the race was set. The two would run from the big tree, through the forest, past the river, around the pond, and finally to the top of the mountain. All the animals came to watch. Trudy and Harry lined up at the start, and Alvin all yelled, "Go!" Harry zoomed away, a blur of speed, while Trudy walked one foot in front of the other. Harry raced through the forest, then he raced past the river. But when Harry got to the pond, he was so far ahead, he decided he'd take a nap, just for a little while. But suddenly he woke up hours later, his dreams broken by cheering. While he slept, Trudy, one foot in front of the other, had slowly gotten to the finish line and won. Fast is flashy, but slow and steady wins the race.
The Golden Key. Gather round and listen to a story that is told. Listen and wonder and dream and behold. In the wintertime, when deep snow lay on the ground, a poor boy was forced to go out on a sledge to fetch wood. When he had gathered it together, he was almost frozen with the cold. He had icicles on his nose. And he couldn't feel his toes. So he took some of the wood to light a fire and scraped away some snow on the ground. As he was thus clearing the ground, he found a tiny golden key. It was only as big as a fingernail on his pinky. But it glittered brightly. He thought to himself, where the key was, maybe there's a lock for it. So he dug in the ground and found an iron chest. The chest was as black as a meteor, carved with weird animal carvings. Does it fit the key? And what's inside the locked box? Is it gold? Is it jewels? Is it magical? Is it empty? But the boy turned the box over and over, but he could not find a keyhole. Where could it be? Finally he found it, but it was so small it was almost invisible. He had to hold the box right up to his eye. Would the key fit? He put the key in, and it fit exactly. He turned the key once. The lock did not open. He turned the key twice. The lock did not open. He turned the key round and round and round. Suddenly, the lock clicked and the lid opened. What wonderful things do you think he found inside the box?
The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Little Rodbar was 8 years old. He watched over the family sheep every day. Watching over the sheep was boring. Rodbar was bored. He was supposed to watch for wolves, but there were never any wolves. So one day, Rod pretended there was a wolf, and it was exciting. He pretended the wolf ran after the sheep. He pretended he sounded the alarm and was a hero. And it was so exciting, he decided to pretend for real. "Wolf! Wolf!" cried Rodbar. "Where? Where?" cried the villagers, who raced up the hill to help. But when the villagers got there, they saw Rod laughing. He had fooled them all. There was no wolf. The villagers told Rod never to do that again. He promised he wouldn't, but he had his fingers crossed. So the next day, Rod yelled again, "Wolf! Wolf!" "Where? Where?" Villagers ran up the hill to save the sheep, but Rod was laughing again. The villagers were not happy and warned Rod again, or else. But the very next day, Rod was going to do it all again, until he saw the wolf. It was big, with big teeth, really big teeth. Rod started yelling again, "Wolf! Wolf!" But the villagers didn't come. They did not want to be fooled again. But Rod wasn't fooling. The wolf began chasing the sheep and eating them. And when Rod tried to stop the wolf, it ate him. And so now, Rodbar lives inside a wolf, watching over his sheep. And he never cried wolf again.